Okay, so this is Rainy Day Daydream, episode 23 of Adventure Time. And very much it begins with Finn and Jake just playing outside until the night storm comes in, so they had to stay inside because of the storm. And Jake wants to use his imagination, but Finn refuses because imagination is needed because we have reality. And then Jake uses his imagination and once again, Finn doesn't believe him, so he put his feet on the floor, and he got all burned up. So he had to go through this little adventure in Jake's imagination. He fought off demons and as you know, like trolls and a goblin, and they go to the riddle master. So basically the plot is very much like Jake uses his imagination. And the one thing I will say is that towards the end, where we have Finn goes his own imagination, come across a worm and a fairy who used her butt to press the switch button. And then, what I like about it is that Finn pressed the button and said, "Get out here, fairy." We're going back, normal style. I just like it. And so, basically, Jake's back to normal, and now they have started on an adventure, but they gotta stay here, and that's actually the end of the episode. That's basically it, actually. It's the one thing I will say that it really, watching this episode, like, it really reminds me a lot when I was a kid growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I don't know if you experienced this though, but when I was a kid, in my grandma's house, when my grandma's like sleeping, my aunt is at work, and my mom's working, my brother's like taking a nap, and usually at that time, I'm always by myself. So sometimes I use my imagination, go into my little world where I fight enemies, team up with my favorite characters from TV shows and everything. So basically, it's more of like a childlike experience. Use your imagination, do this and do that.
Oh,
and I think I understand it. But I do find people Don Walker did a vlog of this episode. He said he find it to be kind of dull, which normally I do kind of understand it because you use his imagination, but you don't see the things that what Jake's imagining. Which, to be honest, that adds more to the realism of it. That adds much to the realism because when you use your imagination, like when you're a kid, you feel like you're in a different world, like you're with other people and everything, and also there's a point of view of the person what he sees, right? Like say like we're standing right here in this chair in the middle of the ocean with the camera kind of facing in front of us. That's imagination. Or say like in this bed or in this chair we're flying with light. That's imagination. You know what I'm saying? That's imagination. So it's much in the point of view of the person. You know what I'm saying? So that adds much more of the reality of the person using his imagination. So that's one thing I'll say for this episode. So how about you?
Yeah, I got none. But about imagination, I kind of did both. Like I did, like my own adventure in imagination and realism. I can tell you a story about it. Back in Puerto Rico, I live in a pink house, and in the back of the house it was a forest. It was this big forest, so you could just like make your imagination in the mind and then just run to the forest because it was kind of big.
Yeah.
It wasn't long. It had an end to the other side. Yo, Ghost of Freddy, knock it off. Dude, did you hear that knocking?
Well, no, I can't hear. It's outside.
No, over here behind.
Yo, hey, keep it down.
Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. This house
Yeah.
seems to be a little haunted.
Yeah, it is. Well, we're in October. It's the Halloween season, man. That's why it's so haunted.
Yeah, but we're not even in the 31st yet.
Yeah, but they're preparing.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
So you're saying like when you're a kid in Puerto Rico, you just
we
like
mixed both of them, so it was pretty cool. That's what I gotta say. Y
Yeah.
para los que And for those who wants to battle me, just give me a little time. Especially for my good friends and my little cousin, yo. Don't worry, I'm gonna get y'all. So anything you wanna say?
Well, I will say this though. When I was a kid, me and my friend, like, he just came over my house and we're just kind of bored because we don't want to play video game. We want to do something different, more active outside. And we use our imaginations, like him. We have like two sticks, like a sword or whatever, and we just pretend like we're fighting.
Oh, yeah.
And like say like you know how like in the arcade games like the beat 'em up arcade games like Ninja Turtles, like him and I were like our own characters fighting like bad guys and everything, get extra lives and everything. We used to do that when we were kids. It was a lot of fun. Another thing I do remember, even watching the episode reminds me a lot, is that when me and my brother and my cousin, we were doing reenacting scenes from Mario RPG. Like my brother was Bowser, I was Mario, and Fred and my cousin was Princess Peach. And we didn't have no Mario hats. We only had a guy who was like a red and blue hat. That's it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what we got. And I pretended to be Mario and all, whatever. And sometimes, because even when you're a kid, not only use your imagination, but when you watch movies or TV shows, sometimes you imitate them, but you also take ideas to create your own world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do that a lot.
Yeah, that's basically for me. I actually do enjoy this episode. This is like almost like one of my favorites because mostly it's very much like the childlike experience. This is what it is, a childlike experience, and that's like practically the biggest strength of Adventure Time in general. Like a lot of people, like I said, adults and teenagers love this show because it's a childlike experience. That's basically it. Because imagine a whole in the apocalypse, this whole world with no humans that are all extinct except for one, which is Finn, the only boy with his dog, going this like in this world fighting bad guys, villains and monsters and wizards and princesses. Is every kid's dream to have that, every kid's imagination to have going on an adventure. So that's the strength of the show, and this episode is like living proof of it. So I actually enjoy this episode. I mean, if you don't like this episode, you find it dull, then that's okay, and I understand where you're coming from. I understand where everyone's coming from. But honestly, personally, I enjoyed it. It's a good episode. So, any final thoughts?
No, I have nothing left to say.
Well, so that's it. That's everything. That's all we have to say for this vlog. So
it's pretty short, so
I
know.
Yeah,
I know.
well, you don't have to say nothing unless you want to say.
No, it was like too short, so it wasn't like for me too much to come up with ideas about it, because it was just too short. It was.
Yeah,
it wasn't much.
After all, it is an 11-minute an episode, so each episode is 11 minutes.
Well, yeah, but like the way they did the episode, it wasn't much for me like to brainstorm about anything. Yeah. So it wasn't like any massive. Yeah. Maybe it's always fun to use your imagination.
Yeah. That's something.
That's what I'm.
Let your imagination go wild. That's it. So basically, that's all I have to say, and that's all we all have to say. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on our next vlog, which is episode 24. I don't know what's the name of it because I will not give it away, but when it comes, it comes.
Yeah, when we do it, we'll tell you.
So thanks so much for watching, guys, and please like and subscribe to this video and this channel. So please leave a comment. So I'll see you next time. Okay?
Right.
And don't mind, unleash the phone. Take care.
Alright, goodbye everybody. See you in the next one, and we're out.